Oi, pasir ni tin na ba ni tu hena nei na ta ka nasi na ni na te hena ni ti I just na ne hawa na so na ti no hena ni ti had mi si te no ani te ona no te ona ni so hena ni te no hena ni ti batena had ni si te no pasir ni tin had ni on no hena ni ti hey. Okay, I said, hello, my name is Whistling Thunder Eagle. I'm Arapahoe. My English name is Marlon Spoonhunter. And I said, a long time ago, my uncle used to talk Arapahoe to my siblings and myself. We used to listen, but we never would speak it. So today, we're in the process of relearning, learning the language, and when we all catch on to the language, we're going to help our children, our grandchildren, our students, our tribe learn the language. And once the tribe catches on to the language, things are going to be better. Our language is sacred. And once we learn it, we're going to practice our Arapahoe way of life. Well, hey, Hug.
Hi, my name is Cherokee Brown. I'm the Executive Director of the Windover Community Alliance. Mission is to support Native-led programs and ideas, supporting families, communities, and bridging the gaps, building friendships between non-Native and Native communities.
Well, first of all, my name is Nalkania Hesse, Nightbird woman. My name is Mary Ann Headley, and I was raised Nita, and it's my first language. Also, yet Hana, the justice may say no, not justice. Also, yet no. They took me to elementary school in the Riverton district, and I had to learn how to talk English. I was raised by grandparents who were born in the 1890s, and I was around an old dialect. And with me, it's been within me since the day I was born, and I feel that it has made me a person who has been enlightened by elders and pushed in the right directions with the language. I continue to work with children here. They pick up the language quite well. Very, very proud of it. At this point in time, most of our 6-year-olds are more fluent than most of the people on the reservation. Their amount of speech is amazing. And it's when the language is taught right. And with that comes a lot of conversation. It isn't just always paperwork and so forth on the board. The feel of the Arapahoe language, it has to be an immersion. as it was done from the beginning time for our people. Ninas ikaha sehena. Atina as he iana grow. None I did, none I hina did. Arapahoe way of life. I feel that a lot of our people are very confused because they don't have that grounding, that stability within themselves to actually know who they are. Nanasa. Very hard. Utina. Tohina dina also nihe na henan ay nihe. We have to live on two roads. Nuhu henan ay hina di is always my first road. Nuhu wa nihe at na. Nita. This comes first. Even though maybe your life depends on it, on working and so forth, also who dina had that thought, who you are, nana, before you can even accomplish all this. And part of that is picking up the language. I've seen a lot of people come around in a way that is really amazing once they're interested in the language and into the ceremonies, and as they are opening up their part of Hinan Ahina Eat, and it's quite personal for them. What I end up seeing is a very grounded individual at the end of that.
Date on that.
Hayo na fanese. Hatch.
Oh. This.
Hayo na. Hatch. Hayo na.
Kenzie, need your help again.
Hayo.
Taylor needs help. What is this?
Hatchton.
This cradle right here.
Cradle board. Hatchton.
The Braiding Indigenous Knowledge Coordinator as of now, and helping out the Wind River Tribal College with, their K through 12 class pilot that they've been doing with some teachers on the reservation and surrounding areas. Along with that, just trying to engage with the community also.
They're all gone now. I've noticed everybody that I had acquaintance with since that time. But I was fortunate enough to get their stories, get their history. So we talked to today about our lives. It's really sad that we have to lose people like that. It's God's will, God's plan. We're only here for a short time. We need to learn as much as we can with what short time we have. Pass it on to our children and our grandchildren. Seems like my son and I are the only ones now in our family that continue to talk to one another. I'm always being called on the phone to translate something from my own family. Yeah, I have difficulty too. you get on the phone, call rain, call voice. My uncle, you're down. Call Mary. But I encourage all of you, continue doing the best you can with this language. Don't give up on it. We need to speak. We're learning these terms here. This one should be really spoken. Just a few of us in that lodge. And the rest of it's all English.
Since the beginning of time, our people have spoken the Arapahoe language because that was the only language that they knew. And then throughout, with the arrival of the white man, there was big change to our way of life. We were, especially like in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, the United States government wanted to assimilate all the tribes, and through this assimilation process, they tried to eliminate our language and our way of life. And they sent a lot of our children and young children to boarding schools. And and all of you guys probably know the boarding school history, where our children were very mistreated. Some of them never made it home. A lot of our kids were just taken against their will. They were treated very badly there, and a lot of them never returned home. And at Carlisle, there's a lot of graves there, and these children were denied life because their language was taken away from them. And so that was kind of the onset of how we started losing our language. And then throughout time, they started sending us to a non-Indian schools, and we had to learn English. And so that was very devastating to our people. I don't think the assimilation process worked anyway, because we're still there and we still speak our language. Some of us.
Ito na. Tas.
We've lost a lot because of forced assimilation, and churches, the boarding school era, and the churches, they're connected. It's one and the same, because the whole philosophy of kill the Indian, save the man basically meant to get rid of that Indian culture, that way of thinking, that lifestyle, and in their minds, their colonial mindset was to that there's a Christian in all of us, and so get rid of that indigenous mindset and go towards being a civilized person. And so our languages were outlawed, our culture, our ceremonies, all these things were outlawed. And a lot of the elders at the time, they were brought up through that boarding school era, and there was a lot of trauma. Speaking your language, you get in big trouble and get punished. And some of the children were punished so severely. Some didn't make it, some died. And it's sad. The little kids, just little kids, man, experiencing that, grow up with that, and it's traumatizing. So as our elders, as they become elders, somebody start trying to talk the language or trying to learn it, it's like, no, don't. They're looking over their shoulders like they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get in trouble. They're going to get in trouble. Somebody's watching. It was so instilled and drilled in their heads that God himself will come down and strike you. Because you believe anything else besides what the church teaches, then it's blasphemy. And so yeah, punishment was real. And so
in our own way. But when it comes to learning these things, it feels good to be in a spot where we're helping each other. And, I feel like that's just important because it does relate into life a lot. You may see other people struggling, and who knows, probably a hug or even just a nice gesture will help that person get through the day. So I feel like when we come to learn the language, that's something to do too. And that could be as simple letting them know how to pronunciate or explaining what the word means. But once we work together, I feel like the language will get further and reach a lot more people, and we'll all be able to be speaking Arapahoe.
If it wasn't for our ways and our ceremonies and the people and listening and learning and trying to tap into that other world, the unseen world, and finding that connection, a way to connect. That's why I get so emotional, and that's why it's so important to me to share that, because those kind of traumas and that grief can take people down another road. And I didn't want to go that route because I still had children, to take care of. And, people were watching you, and people are looking up to you. And, so that's why I get really emotional about it, because it's all about that connection and trying to find a way to stay connected.